What's up guys, I'm BTC. The next two Legends have already been hinted at, and brand new cosmetics have a very steep price tag. One of the things that Apex Legends does different than some of the other Battle Royale games is that there are specific character classes, or legends as they're called in this game. They have their own unique abilities and ultimates, and this means that the developers can create entirely new interesting characters and release it in order to better help balance the game. So it's not just about the weapons and the equipment, they can also add new heroes. So it's already been hinted at that we're getting two new legends already. Towards the end of the Apex Legends Deep Dive trailer, the narrator is talking about how the game is going to attract more legends, and it shows this image right here with the characters in the back kind of dancing around, but they're really far away and they're in the light and it's really difficult to tell who it's going to be. Now, when they're talking about attracting new legends, that's obviously kind of like a double thing where it's talking about getting new players, but also talking about the characters in-game. Well, it's been discovered that these two characters that are in this image tend to match up really well with the silhouette of some other potential characters. The first of them appears to be an unused pilot from the Titanfall art book. So because this is made by the same company, it looks like they're going to be taking some of the stuff that they've used in previous Titanfall games and they're going to be implementing it into this game. And then the second one is this right here. It appears to be a Korean legend, and this comes right from Pathfinder's official artwork. So you look on the top left, you can see him up on the wall. It's not surprising that they're going to release more legends, but it is a little bit surprising that they might be releasing them in pairs. This is something that you would never see in Overwatch, but in fairness, in Overwatch, it requires a lot more stuff in order to make a character. Because with the Apex Legends, all of the damage that they do comes from the weapons, and that's standard for all characters in the game. Whereas in Overwatch, every single character has their own unique attacks, their own damage, health, all that sort of stuff. So with Apex Legends, all they need to do is design how the character looks, and then give it a couple of abilities and an ultimate, and that makes it a lot easier to put new legends into Apex than it does to put new heroes into Overwatch. The other thing I want to talk about is probably the first big misstep that Apex Legends has done, and it has to do with the featured store, the cost of items, and also the Apex coins and how they're handled. Now, when it comes to the Apex packs, which are effectively loot boxes, I know some people don't like loot boxes, but I like the fact that they at least have all of this stuff displayed right there in front of you. You can see what your chances are to get the stuff. You're told that you're guaranteed at least one legendary and no duplicates, so I like that they're at least telling you all that stuff right up front. Now, when it comes to the featured store, this is going to rotate once a week, roughly, and they always have new stuff. So this is the new Valentine's Day stuff. The problem that people are having is, one, it's really expensive, and two, the way the coins are handled. So this is the longbow. It's a Through the Heart epic skin, and, you know, it's pretty flashy. It's got all kinds of little animations and stuff, and it costs 1,100 of these coins. Now, if you go to the Apex coins, you can't buy 1,100. You have to buy them in groups that are gonna be off mark. Either you're not buying enough or you're buying too much. So 1,000 costs you 10 bucks, but you can't get it with 1,000, which means you either have to get two of these, which wouldn't really be smart, or you get one of these, which gives you the little extra bonus, but it's 20 bucks. So you have to buy all of these extra coins that you don't need in order to get the thing. Going back to the feature store, we can see just how expensive this stuff is. 1,100 coins for an epic, that is $11. 1,800, $18 for a single skin. That is just absolutely ridiculous. Now, I understand that the game is free to play and they're giving you a lot of stuff with the free to play, but this has to do with basically how much is each person going to be willing to spend. If you're only charging a couple bucks, I think you're going to find a lot of people are willing to just kind of toss that and go and get the skin. It's kind of like going through the checkout line. It's an impulse buy. You see the little candy bar, you're like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll grab it. It's just an extra buck. So I think that you're going to get a lot of sales, but when you're charging $18 for a single character skin, I don't know. That seems way, way too high. Now, of course, there are going to be people that are willing to spend it. I certainly wouldn't spend that much money on a character skin. I mean, that's almost a full game. Maybe not a AAA game, of course, but, you know, maybe if you get, like, some indie game on Steam or something, that's a lot of money. $18 for a single skin. And, you know, you go back to the coins and stuff, like, yeah, you can buy all of them, but, I mean, you're talking lots of money just to buy a couple of character skins. That, I don't know. So a lot of people are upset about this, thinking that it's way too expensive, and also the way that the coin amounts are handled is also a little wonky because of the fact that, you know, you can buy 1,000, but you need 1,100 just to get the epic. Given the outcry, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a price drop for a bunch of this stuff, and maybe a slight restructuring of the coins. But what do you guys think about the new Legends, and also the costs of these skins? Is it something that you would be willing to spend your money on, or would you just say, no way, I'm gonna spend that much? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Also, come hang out in my Discord server and my Twitch live stream. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see what kind of cool VIP rewards you can get, check the links down below. And remember, always, always blame the controller, because it's never your fault.